That's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Back home.
I assume Thodane and Rogi are, what is it called? Callus Brack?
Hey,
Gracklstughians.
No,
Gracklstugh.
people without a clan are like not really working in a clan.
Well, what
I
are the
don't have a
clans?
specific one.
Like you guys have your clan, your last name, but theirs,
Yeah.
they have a term for it. It's kind of like, it's more Dishonored, but it's like,
Oh, if it's Dishonored, then yes.
yeah, that's what I kind of thought. And also like, you guys aren't actively working in your clans or for your clans or anything, so I assumed. Where the fuck is it? Just read it, and now I can't find the damn thing, and this fucking module makes it so goddamn difficult to find any point of information. It's like Callus Brack or something like that. Gavin, you would know about a little bit about the Forak Arak Naik, the Empty Scabbard Killers, which is a group of Durgar soul blades that go and try to kidnap psychic children and, you know, or recruit psychic people for their unknown motives.
I'm gonna read about them.
There it is. Callus Sabrak.
I'm gonna Google this term.
Meaning the flawed who aren't to be trusted in Dwarvish. They're basically like Durgar outcasts of their clans.
Yes, that is definitely what Rogi is.
Yeah.
Then.
So I figured, like,
I can't speak for Thodane, but
yeah.
We'll go with that for ease.
I mean, you do what you want. Like, you could just be part like a roaming wizard. I just knew it also worked for Gavin's character.
Mhm.
But Callus Bracks are known to also all join in like the Grey Ghosts, which is I think another like Durgar Soulblade group, or the Empty Scabbard Killers. You two would also know, like, you have, you know, like Darrow, Durgar, and Stone Giants just kind of through the city.
Okay.
And you
Stone
would
Giants,
also
cool.
know, yeah, all over. They got their own little place. They have like a pact with the Deep King and his dynasty.
Okay. Which I have the map of Gracklstugh up. Where are they?
They are. Did I give you guys the map already?
You gave me the map.
Oh, right. They, I think, are in Cairngorm Cavern. That's their
Cool.
place.
That makes sense.
So,
I
like,
only have one request, and
Yeah.
that is to leave Mark alone this session.
no, I'm going after you.
He's been through a lot.
Mark is fine.
You leave him be.
Mark is fine. Gundra is arguably different, but Mark is perfectly
Mark.
fine.
Leave
Fine.
Kendra alone. But anyways, yeah, the Stone Giants, they have a deal with the Deep King Horgar, I believe. And as long as his dynasty is in rule, the Stone Giants are there to, like, as friendlies to help defend the city and whatnot. If their dynasty ever changes, they no longer have that, like, requirement asked of them. You also know, like, a good half, like, the Dark Lake district in Gracklstugh is
Mm-hmm.
where, you know, like, trade happens, but also, like, that is where all the non-Duergar are that come to the city.
Oh, okay.
Only Duergar, like, are allowed beyond those walls.
Oh, okay, cool.
Or only Durgar are allowed beyond those walls, yeah. Like, drow that come in, or, orcs, or whoever, they come to Gracklstugh, they are sequestered into that Dark Lake district until their business is just done. They leave.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And what exactly physically is Ledugar Sphero?
It's a cavern. It was created by, like, an earthquake, like, several centuries ago. And
Okay,
it's just
cool.
a deep and wide cavern that they've just added, basically said, oh, well, that was crazy. And just made it part of the city.
Cool.
Yeah, and a lot of the Darrow live in, like, the West Cleft and I think East Cleft districts. Along with, like, a few that are just in the furrow itself.
Oh, so some Darrow are let beyond the Dark Lake District.
Yeah, they're like second-class citizens.
Okay, cool.
They were slaves, they let them be second-class citizens. Because they're almost as prominent as, like, the Durgar in the city, like, population-wise. But they are very much like, you don't live in the rest of Gracklstugh district. And they built, like, slum towns and whatnot.
No compulsory slavery anymore, but also you don't live near us.
Yes.
Just uncompulsory slavery.
Yeah. Yeah, they're it's like Darrow, Durgar, and Stone Giants are the only ones that can, like, go beyond the Dark Lake district.
Cool.
Special exceptions, are always they're always the case around. Like, if the Deep King needs to see, like, an elf emissary or something.
Mm-hmm.
Considering where we left off, this feels a little bit premature, though. It's good to get it out of the way and understand it.
Yeah.
Indeed.
But if you're ready, Mark.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, it's been recording.
Oh, it has been.
Oh.
Yes.
Aren't we still in that weird place?
Yeah.
Yes, you are still at this Nethery tomb. Let me move you over. Boom. So yeah, last session, Gundra died,
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
and
Don't worry, he got better.
yeah, the phase res that kind of, like, is subsumed in this, or just in this area, somehow brought him back to life. And he's a little worse for wear. His pride is definitely hurt.
He looks a little depressed right now.
He looks very sad.
Sad boy.
But like
But,
an angry depressed.
Like angry, depressed. But you have returned down into this lost tomb of some kind to mind spike whatever is caused Gundra's death.
Mm-hmm.
Let us march all the way down there.
And we just finished a
You
short
have-
rest.
Yes?
You have
Yes.
finished a short rest.
Desecrate whatever tomb is down there. Kick whatever ghost is
Yeah.
there out and move on.
There is one door you haven't opened, and there is a path, like a staircase leading down that you found underneath this tomb.
Personally, the secret staircase feels more important.
Right. So,
Mhm.
what would you guys like to do?
Secret staircase. Go find that voice. Beat that woman up. Leave. That's
Like,
key to
she
what's
needs
to do.
help.
So,
And he
Totally.
will help her by forcing her to be quiet.
Help her into the afterlife. Okay. So, do you all travel as a group together? Are you bringing any of your NPC companions?
Sarah seems to be with us.
I mean, he doesn't have to be.
Frankie's gonna
he can
suggest
come.
that Gundra goes back up to the group.
No.
Gundra can do what he pleases.
Yeah. Gundra just kind of sits there and he looks offended by what you said, but he doesn't really respond to it.
All right. So you all travel down the staircase.
Mm-hmm.
You in here, you guys can, as soon as I reveal that area. You guys travel down like a dark, dry, dusty staircase. Not too long before you eventually see, this grandiose, like, gilded sarcophagus. There seem like several mirrors on the walls, decorated with like rich pigments and inlays, and like some semi-precious stones. Nothing like, you're not gonna get money for plucking them out. But let's see. You hear, as soon as you first get down there, you hear, "In the sarcophagus, I can help you."
I can help you.
One of two things is gonna happen if we touch that sarcophagus. We all die, or we see what's in there, live another maybe 10 minutes as we fight what's in there, and die anyway.
Can you speak to us, wretch?
With your lives, I will finally be free from my prison. You will serve me even in death as a wraith of a once beautiful woman floats from outside the sarcophagus.
I fucking
Yeah, that
knew
sounds
it.
about right.
Wonderful.
I fucking knew it.
Place yourselves kind of in general area, but you're all basically
Yeah.
there. Roll initiative for me.
Keyleth would be there.
I can't. I'm immune.
Frankie, that doesn't count. You went down there. You said nope. You
God
got
damn
the
it.
fuck out of there.
I'm up against the wall.
We just can't
Off
win
to
in
a
this
great
shit.
start.
I rolled for it.
Off to a great start.
Please roll for Sereth.
Actually, hold on. Yeah, okay. Yes, I need to pull up his character sheet too.
I don't have access to
I haven't used my enlarge property today, have I?
Oh, Sarah rolled really well.
Good job, Sarah. Oh, and Keyleth did. And Frankie did. Fuck yeah.
Frankie rolled pretty good too. All right, Sarah goes first.
Oh, thank God.
He just gonna move over here. Actually, please, a little better. Wrong
What is
character
this
sheet.
music playing?
That's a good question.
Baba Yaga.
It's cool.
Baba Yaga.
Baba
I
Yaga.
put it on here a long time ago, and
Something else.
I couldn't think of what it was. He's gonna make a short sword attack. Rolled a 9, so no. Frankie, your go.
I'm shit.
Big scary wraith.
I will give one bardic inspiration to Keyleth.
Hey.
Do
Hey.
you get those back on a short rest? I know you had one.
Not
Yeah,
until 5th level. Only long
Right.
rests.
So you just have the one?
I have one left
Okay. After you used it, or?
after using this.
Okay. Got
I'm still down a couple spells from the first battle because we took a short rest only.
it. Right.
And then I will just hold a short sword attack if it gets near me.
Okay, sounds good. Kilu.
Yeah, I'm making a little thing for bardic inspiration. Real.
And you can use that after you find out what you roll and before Dan tells you if it hits or not.
Nice. Okay. Look at this. Short sword, the Huaman,
Short sword, the Huaman.
and also marker.
Okay, you have that ability now, don't you?
Ooh.
Unwavering mark.
Yeah, you do. You marked her. Marked on her right now, and you do hit her for half damage. 3.
Okay.
Now,
Let me read everything. You can move on to her,
very
but I
familiar with
might
what
take
it
one
is.
turn.
Yeah, I'm at least familiar with what that ability is because I'm playing Pride and whatnot.
I just want to make sure that I don't need to take one step closer to Sereth in order to protect him, but it doesn't look like I need to.
You need to, I think, be within 5 feet of him. No, wait. No. That's not. No, they're just.
No, it's when a
they'll
creature you can
protect you.
see is within 5 feet of you that hits someone other than you.
Yep.
It's based on the creature you're
Yeah.
attacking, not on the person you're defending, so I don't need to.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm good.
Okay. Now it's her. Brysis of Kayem. She turns to Keeluth because it's a disadvantage for her to attack anybody else. And she will make a life drain attack. That's a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Damn.
18 necrotic damage. You need to make a Constitution saving throw. Your hit point maximum is reduced. That just managed to succeed, so your hit point maximum is not reduced.
So just 18.
Yep, just 18 damage. That is her turn. So
Alright.
Dane.
Okay.
Keyleth's looking pretty bad.
It was looking bad. I'm not a healer this campaign.
Yeah, leave it to me. I'll
Okay,
take
you weren't
care.
much of a healer in the last campaign too.
Wait, is that directed at Rio? Because that's not true.
That was
I remember him bringing me back from unconscious numerous times.
Yeah, thank you, Dane.
Yeah, I'll
This is
I
why I
remember.
immortalized your name in my current character's name.
Oh,
I remember.
by
It's a
accident.
sign of respect.
I mean, I'm still tapped from the last fight, but just to
The
avoid
North
any,
remembers.
Even after the
any
short rest.
splash, I'll get here and I'm gonna blast this fucker with arcane force.
Blast him.
Eldritch Blast.
Wrong, but close.
4, 3, and 4.
Arcane Blast.
A wizard's Eldritch Blast, if you will.
A wizard's
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast.
The only difference is I don't miss.
As long
And it
as you
does a
say
lot
with
less
the
damage.
southern accent.
I don't miss.
Does that
Alright.
hit?
I mean, yes, they hit. And
Does it
she
use the shield spell?
No, she does not
Okay.
use the shield spell.
We're good.
She's still in it, but she definitely got pelted by a bunch of just arcane darts that you were launching out of your fingers.
Yeah, she didn't know I brought the
Got that
Tommy
11
gun.
damage. That's good stuff.
Ah, Tommy gun! Gundra.
Suffer and die.
Mark
Sorry,
spike
sorry.
this bitch.
The dog was rabid, had to put him down.
DC 14.
Intelligence. I forgot to mark it.
Okay.
Once upon a time, I had intelligence.
She rolled a 16.
Alright, you still take half damage, so that's 8? Or is it rounded up or down? I forget.
7.
7.
It's rounded down. Yeah, everything's always rounded down. 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Yo, I'm
That
digging this
still
music.
hurts. Okay. Rogi. Suffer and die, he says.
Yeah, I'm definitely stealing this music. So
Glad you guys like it.
Learning what
I'll
he
play it a little
learned.
more often.
Yeah, it's fucking
from the
dope.
last fight, Rogi will stick his hand into his little pouch of stones and take 3 of them, and as a bonus action, cast Magic Stone,
Okay.
and then throw one at the Wraith.
Okay.
14 to hit.
14 hits.
Fuck yes.
Just 5
Then
bludgeoning damage.
It is 5 magical bludgeoning damage.
Okay, good to know.
And using favored foe, an extra 1d4 of damage is added onto this attack. So 7 points of bludgeoning damage in total.
Hold on. First time on each of your turns, you hit the favorite. So you have to mark him as your favorite enemy first, I think.
Including when you mark it.
Oh, including when you mark it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool then. Yeah. 2 extra
So.
damage.
Yep.
35.
And as a free action, if you'll allow it, I'll take one of my little stones. This one is slightly glittery, and
Okay.
hand it to Frankie
Sure.
and say, "Throw this if you need." And
Okay.
I will. Where are the stairs over here?
Yes.
Can I use however much movement I can to get up the stairs, but still able to see the wraith and most of the room?
It's like 5
or
feet in the
not.
stairs or something.
Yeah.
Angles are.
I mean, if you just
Yeah.
want to move, yeah, like right there.
Yeah.
Cool.
She'll have cover, but it'll work.
Cool. I'll just move there for now.
Okay.
All right.
Alright, top of the round. Sarah's turn. Sarah is going to. He can't really angle himself onto the coffin.
There's a big thing, yeah.
Actually, you know what? You can move here so that you can get an advantage. Make a short sword attack, and I think he just missed with advantage. No, he just hits with advantage. Does 2 damage. Okay, Frankie,
You have a rock.
You have
you
Um,
have a rock.
I'll move here. And is it an action to use the rock?
Yes, it's an attack.
just take the attack.
You sure? I can heal you.
How much can you heal me for? Because Keyleth has second wind.
I can heal you 1d8 plus 4.
Because I can heal myself 1d10 plus 3.
If
So
you
I
just
guess
want to do that.
you have a guaranteed higher healing, but
What's the attack to hit with this rock?
It is +5.
To me or to you?
That's the attack bonus.
Just on that rock or
It's an
because of...
the magic.
Yeah. It's a rock that uses my spellcasting stats.
And it's assumed you're proficient with it then?
Yes, that's
Okay.
what it says.
Actually, I'm just going to hold on to that rock and I'll take my movement
Oh
here.
no! Wait, no! It is. You or someone else can make a ranged spell attack, so it's your ranged spell attack.
Okay, so yeah, it's yours. Okay, so yeah, just do that.
Well, I'm not going to use it just yet, I don't think.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm going to move here and just make a short sword attack on it.
Bold.
I want to get this over with.
15 hits. You do.
And then I'll use my last Bardic Inspiration to use
Okay.
Psychic Blades
Fuck
There
yes.
we go.
and do another 6 damage.
Okay, so your first 6 is reduced to 3.
That's 9.
So yeah, 9. Not bad.
How's it looking?
It's hard to tell with the raid. They
True.
always look bad. But she looked bad. Okay,
So
Keelan.
true.
Right. Hey.
Hey, there we go. Maximum.
Yeah, that's
Fuck
nice.
yes.
You're in much better shape now.
Use my. That's a bonus action, by the way.
Yes.
So I'm also going to attack.
There we
Hey.
fucking go.
Damn.
20.
2 nets.
Unfortunately, that's still like reduced.
And then I'm going to attack. Oh,
Oh my
Oh,
god!
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Fuck yes.
So,
go buy a
add-
lottery ticket.
This thing
Add-
caused
add all
Andorra to
this up.
die.
Yeah, run out, buy a lottery ticket.
Holy shit.
Why? She
Alright,
just used
so-
up all of her luck then.
I know.
Add up
That's
all
it. I'm not
this.
rolling for the rest of the campaign.
There we go. Add all this up, and then
That's
we gotta
19 total divided by 2.
Round
That's
it
9
down.
damage. Yeah, well, it's 9.5,
Yeah.
which is 9.
Yeah. So 9. That's still for basic like non-magical attack. That's significant. Okay, she's fucked up. Now it's her turn though.
Fuck.
It's going right for you, Keelu. Life drain attack. Does a
Really? Even though there's
13
a,
hit?
a blob in front of her?
A 13 does not hit, no.
Oh, that's her turn. Dodane.
Frankie be like, you want to hit me so bad. You want to do it.
I mean,
Don't you just want to
he's
hit
the
me?
he's the literal elephant in the room.
You could probably taunt her with an intimidation or something.
Yeah.
See if you
Dodane.
can get her
Good.
attacking you.
Rio, it's your go.
Yeah, I know.
He's thinking.
I don't have much to work with, so I'll try cantrip. Saving throw.
What kind?
Intelligence save.
Okay, Mind Sliver. He's making intelligence save.
Hopefully it's
She
not
failed.
immune to psychic.
She failed.
Oh, my mind spike wouldn't have done anything if she was immune to psychic, so roll that damage.
Or Frankie's.
hmm
thing
We have a
as
lot of
well.
psychic damage in the group. Once we get to a brain pod thing, we're gonna die.
It takes
Don't
4
worry, that's where
psychic
Keely comes
damage,
in.
Okay. 4
and
psychic.
its next saving throw before the end of my next turn subtracts a d4.
You can. Hold on. This is saving throw, so the target takes d6 and makes the saving throw. Okay.
Bane for next save.
Yeah. All right, Gundra.
Perfect. Thank you for the setup. He just, you see him in like a very big mood of like scoffing at this thing, and he just says, "I said, suffer and die." We're going to second mind spike. Roll save
Okay.
intelligence save minus the d4.
Ooh, the
This
better of
might
what
do
I
it.
have.
Okay, so I don't need to roll the d4. She rolled a 4.
Wonderful. Roll it anyways. Let's see if we can get that down to a 0.
You got it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll take
fair
that
enough.
too.
Gundra, how do you want to do this?
I want
Smackety smack.
I want his hands to reach
Whoop.
out and just like kind of grasp something in front of him in midair. From like his perspective, he's like squeezing the head, and I want it to just like shrink and just the entire body to dissipate.
She kind of like grasps at her own like ghostly head. She screams, horrified, before she just almost implodes into a wisp of nothing. You have defeated Brysis of Cayenne.
Hell yeah.
Make sure that we don't leave without her valuables. He's gonna just lean against the wall.
Once more, you hear this kind, feminine voice. Please,
What?
here. Help me.
You died. Don't. Was that just an illusion?
Ignore the undead, Gundra. They have nothing good to say.
I'm in the sarcophagus.
Keely,
I've been here
Keely's
so
just
long.
gonna kick open the sarcophagus.
Okay.
I will
Get her-
hold a
Retreat
short
back in.
sword.
And hold.
It's heavy, but it you all like, especially Keelu could just push it off. So inside here, you see Bryce's corpse with a thin gold sheet covering her. You can pry the sheath loose if you would like. The gold sheath, by the way, is worth
Sheath?
250 gold pieces.
Like a
Is
veil.
it like a sheet?
It's like a veil,
Or-
but it's
yeah.
made of gold.
Wow.
So
All right. Whoever wants to carry the metal blanket can.
That would look really nice around my shoulders.
oh yeah.
It might actually work as a cape for him.
If I
So
wear it
nice.
like a cape or like a scarf or.
Or like a sash or something, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lying on top
Alright, Frank, you
Bryce's
take the gold.
withered and mummified corpse seems to be the handle of a sword.
All right,
No voice.
take that.
Here, you have just acquired the Dawnbringer.
Ooh.
Once lost in the Underdark for ages. It is a gilded short sword, like hilt of a short sword. You know the Sunblade?
Yeah.
This is the OG version.
You know Dawnbreaker from Skyrim?
Yeah.
It is
Oh.
a sentient blade.
Oh,
As you
fucking
pick it,
sentient blades.
as you pick it up, Q, it goes, "No, not you, not something so vile. Please, someone kind."
You're vile.
With overconfidence, Frankie will grab the hilt.
This will do.
Keith will yank it away from you. He's still holding it.
I mean, you can
That's
make
that's his
a
madness flaw right there.
true.
Oh my goodness.
You cannot take what is mine.
I think it would be in all of our best interest if you hand me that sword. I would like to persuade you to hand me that sword.
I
Persuade
am going
away.
to go
Keyleth.
make sure that everyone else is doing okay. And Rogi is
Keyleth?
going to scurry up the stairs and check on everyone else.
Okay. Hey, Frankie, that doesn't work because Keyleth is insane.
Oh,
There is no persuading her here.
Oh fuck, that's right. You're
Him.
knucking futs now.
Uh,
But
Let's
that is all
see.
you see.
Grasping the hilt.
Gundra.
Okay, so it's just a hilt.
Yeah. Gundra is going to walk up and say, "I can identify this for you. This is a lie."
Gundra, as you walk up, something hits your foot. Like as if like you stumbled on a rock, a big rock.
What
There's
is it?
nothing there. There's nothing
I
there.
are
kick
you
it
good
again.
over there?
I go down and just feel it.
It seems to be made of stone.
What shape
It's-
is it?
Almost. It seems like there's a box on the bottom, but then it's like kind of curved at the top.
We're going to we're going to look for a lid then, and we're going to see if it opens.
Gundra,
You
what
do
are you
find
doing?
yeah, you see him fondling the air at his feet.
I mean, he's a wizard, so
Right.
he's a wizard that just got
That's
brought
so
back from
fair.
the
You
grave.
do, after some searching, you do find it seems like a crease, and you lift up, and you see now the contents on the inside of this stone chest. It is filled with treasures that Bryce took it with her in her afterlife. 4,000 silver pieces, 1,200 gold pieces, 11 zircons each worth 50 gold, a necklace, a seeming potion, like two, and then 2 potions of some kind.
A neck. What about the necklace?
It is a fancy looking necklace, like a lot of orange balls just kind of hanging on it.
Screw doing this as a ritual. We're gonna cast this first level spell, and cast detect magic.
Okay. It is magic. You pick up the Dawnbringer, the necklace, and do potions come up as magic?
I don't think so.
There's another Dawnbringer?
No, I'm saying he also notices the Dawnbringer is magic, but you
Oh.
figured that. But yeah, the necklace itself is magic.
Okay, so he's going to put on the necklace, and then he is going to say, "Keyleth, a brief trade. You let me hold that, you get all of this. You have that urn or whatever it is to carry it,
Oh wait,
anyways.
I'm sorry. You would know what this is. It's a necklace of fireballs.
Yeah,
What?
keeping it. It's mine. Thank you. How many beads you got?
Let me roll.
1d6 plus 3.
You know what? If you want, you can roll it. 1d6 plus 3.
Wonderful. That's a fucking 8.
I just agree with this after seeing all of the fire-oriented things you do anyway.
After all the fire you keep casting. Yeah, 2, and also like it seemed 2 potions. One of them I will say you just recognize as a potion of greater healing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? So I'll say fuck it. It's an uncommon potion. The other one's a filter of love.
Oh, that's what I want.
Too bad. I'm keeping it for reasons that are legitimate. Puck. Filter of love. Gun.
At this point,
You're cutting out, Mark.
yeah, you're cutting out bad. At this point, you could take the Dawnbringer, the necklace, and maybe the potions. You have no real way to transfer all this money and gems.
How much is there?
A lot.
How much? Yeah. What's the exact number, though?
I put it in the chat.
Oh,
for
in
you
the
guys.
chat. I'm sorry. My apologies.
Oh my
Keyleth,
god.
allow me to inspect that sword, and I will give you whatever your pick of what is in here. That sound fair?
I think
Whatever.
Frankie should take the greater healing potion since he's kind of
Mm-hmm.
the brains in a
Well,
group.
I also want to
You-
point out that the Dawnbringer has ability where I can touch someone with it because I'm a bard, and it casts lesser restoration on them.
Oh,
Unless someone here is a ranger, paladin, druid, or cleric.
You do have a ranger.
Does the person need to be able to
In that case,
cast it naturally?
But Gavin, you had the flaming sword last campaign.
I will say it
Let
requires
Frankie have
attunement.
it this campaign.
It requires attunement by a non-evil creature.
I'm gonna be
well,
honest
I'm
with
evil,
you
so-
guys. I really.
Wait, what's
Oh,
Gavin?
you're evil?
Yeah, I'm lawful evil.
I
think
am
you're properly evil, but-
Really?
chaotic
But dude,
neutral.
think about fucking Dane's character having a sword with a personality.
Oh,
Like that
it-
sounds like a great.
It would
I
be my
do really
advisor.
like it.
It would be
It
wonderful.
would be
love
my
the
like.
idea
It'd be
of
my
that.
my hand, my advisor.
It would be wonderful if you weren't evil.
You sure you're not neutral?
Are you sure you're not neutral?
I feel
took
pretty neutral.
I took that test that Kaylee posted.
Fuck.
right.
I mean, the
Forgot about
sword
that
did
one.
already say good enough, so
It's still not going to attune with you. It's just also not a.
Gavin, what's your alignment?
not evil.
Mine's
Well,
not
then you
evil
should
either,
probably
but-
take it because it's a sword, and you
No.
can also.
Isn't evil either?
Any
It's-
non-evil.
Any non-evil.
Yeah,
But
you
I'm,
use the
I
order
don't think
more
I
of your
can
life.
use it
Hmm.
because I'm a mage.
It's a short sword too. And
I mean, if you
Oh.
don't have proficiency with a short sword or a long sword, then no.
I have
Are-
proficiency
you
with
do.
a short sword, I think.
I mean, then you're good.
Arguably, the +2 bonus makes up for the lack of proficiency. So
Oh no, I've
Oh
got
yeah, the plus
dagger,
2 would
hand
be
axe,
good for.
light hammer, and war hammer.
Is
Well,
At least give
Gavin-
it to Rogi temporarily.
Is it-
Well,
Short
Gavin,
sword
you're proficient in simple weapons, and short sword's a simple weapon, right?
It's a martial weapon, and I am proficient in
Yeah.
martial weapons.
That's true.
What's
Then
the
I
filter
think
of love?
Gavin's the best candidate for it.
Gavin will forever
Filter
The
of
hold
sun
the.
sword
Sure.
again.
Love.
Well, I'm just saying to get its full use with the restoration,
Yeah.
and just being able to hit everything and do radiant damage as well would be.
For what we're dealing with, having lesser restoration could be very helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Because after this, our next level, I'm gonna have like 3 healing spells.
yeah.
Or 2.
Nice.
You're going real support.
Gavin's
Yeah, this
always gonna
time.
have the psycho blades.
Yeah. We can take the zircons easy enough. I think.
That's 11. You guys only have like a bag you've been carrying your shit.
We also have 11
Yeah, we have
people.
2 bags.
2 bags.
How big are the zircons?
they're worth 50 gold, so
Might just be good cut or whatever.
yeah. I say you probably could, all right. I could argue you could take them. Like the necklace you wear, the Dawnbringer you.
We're going
could
with Keyleth in that
be-
case.
Um,
Another item lost. To
How do
Keyleth,
we
Okay.
know?
So
grasping horde.
How do we know how much gold we can take?
You really can't, because you just at the moment you're already like you have some gold with you and some like. with
Well, how
some of
much
these-
I
does
don't have
a
any
single
gold.
piece of gold?
I have 1 piece of gold.
Right, but do you have any pockets?
50 gold is 1 pound.
I have a vest that
50
has like
gold
100
is 1 pound.
pockets.
Is that right?
Yes.
How many
Isn't
pounds?
that
do
the
you think
loot that I
Frank can
got?
carry?
No. I thought that was the one I got, but it's not. I think I got the gold coin.
Yeah. I mean, you're having an issue right now. You are already almost at capacity with all your shit.
Does Keyleth accept my trade of getting first picks of this chest if I get to hold his blade?
Oh yeah.
Alright, I hold the Dawnbringer, and
Really?
yeah.
Okay. I mean,
So what makes sense to me is figuring out how much you can hold based on your strength score, right?
kind of, but that's also assuming the problem isn't that you're not strong enough. The problem
We
is
don't
you
have
have
bags.
you don't have bags. You don't have backpacks to carry all your shit.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I simply hold the blade and I say, "Were you the thing that was talking?"
Yes. I just didn't think you all would be so evil.
Notably, Gundra is not evil. On the other hand, Gundra is currently with the flaw killing is my solution sort of thing, so
Yeah.
it's kind of a
That's not your fault. It's not your moral. That's just your insanity.
well, I, a young man, heeding your call, died and nearly wasn't returned to my body. So I think you owe us. What can you do?
I'm a sword.
Is that it?
I'm here to fight injustice and fight the evil throughout the Underdark.
Sounds like garbage. Let's put it back in the coffin.
Is that all you can do? And I'm looking and I'm basically
Heal,
can heal.
kind of, yeah.
How would you do this?
She basically explains the lesser restoration spell to you.
I believe I am owed this. Can you ensure that can you make this happen now? Sentient, I should note, sentient blades can just activate themselves whenever they want.
Can I?
Yeah, whenever it's not attuned, sentient items choose what they do.
Okay.
That's kind of
Um,
terrifying.
She says, yes. I don't know how I could help you though. Because you're not blind, deaf, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Yeah. Quick question: have I noticed at this point, with all of the whole the possessiveness, have I noticed Keyleth has been acting strange?
That's a
This
great,
is the first time Keyleth's ever gotten.
yeah.
This is the incident number 1 of refusing to hand or batting Frankie's hand away when he tries to take the sword, even though the sword clearly doesn't want to be touched by Keyleth.
I don't forget that either.
Frankie will remember this.
Frankie will remember this. Oh no.
The Frank remembers.
Okay.
Anyway, it's Big Frank.
It's Big Frank.
Frankie, you gotta change your alignment because that sword has to be yours.
Honestly, I'm not very good with swords anyway.
No, just for the camaraderie between you and a sentient sword.
Mm-hmm.
I need that.
Okay, I'm gonna
Oh,
take this.
actually, conditionally, have I noticed my thing?
I can't answer that for you.
Huh.
Has
Okay.
Gundra noticed his own anxiety?
Yeah. I would like
You've
to
been
use.
through
I
It's
would.
pretty.
so-
Anxiety is one of the things that's pretty noticeable to the person who has it.
My death
They're
shook.
true.
My death has shaken me. Remove this. I know restoration can, in some part, do that.
I can't help you like that.
Cast it anyways, and then we're gonna cast lesser restoration on myself and see if it works.
Yeah, the sword shines for a moment, and it is piercing bright light. Like
Gundra
you are
is-
almost
Yeah,
worried
Gundra.
about going blind.
I
Poor
assume
Frankie's looking at it like, ah.
Same thing with yeah, it's very much like it feels and seems like sunlight, and it's
Oh my god, more than half
very
the party is
upsetting.
blind.
Very
Yep.
upsetting to everyone but Frankie.
Oh, this feels so
Amazing.
good.
Like Frankie's fine. Everyone else is like, fine.
Jesus.
Gundra
Calm down,
closed his
everyone.
eyes because I think by now he realizes this is a sun sword that's different, and
Yeah.
sun swords are the kill me sticks of the Drow society.
Yep. And she casts lesser restoration.
All right, is one condition removed from me?
I don't think so.
Really? Okay.
Hold on,
Damn.
let me look it up real quick just to be sure.
Okay.
But I
While you're
Don't
looking
get
it up,
shit.
Daniel, how big would a caltrop be?
how
About
big
a
would count?
yes.
Caltrop is
A
like
single bag of caltrops covers a 5-foot square area.
caltrops are pretty small.
I
They're
have
meant to not be really noticed.
6 caltrop bags.
Actually, a lesser restoration can get rid of a short-term or long-term madness.
A
Really?
But I don't think you have any of those.
Oh, I was
No,
gonna
you
say
I
do,
have a
you have-
long-term
isn't even
You have
madness.
a
threat.
long-term madness. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That is gone.
Okay, on
You can
light.
strike that from you.
Okay, on light. I'm blinded
Yeah,
by your.
it powers down.
Okay. My opinion, we hold on to this until we find somebody who will pay a pretty penny for it. Considering it will
What?
blind half of us if we try to use it.
No.
Don't worry. We'll make sure that you get with some paladin or some nonsense like that. Somebody who would really, really want to use
This
you.
sword reminds me of my hometown.
Perfect. You know somebody there who would be willing to buy an artifact?
I mean, sure.
Real convincing.
Let's go with that.
I'll hold on to it until we find a more suitable way to carry it.
I want this gold. How do we get this gold?
Carry as much
okay.
as your hands
So
can fill.
the caltrops, the bags of caltrops that I have 6 of them.
Okay.
Oh,
They
I have a
carry
case of
20
bolts.
caltrops each. Would you say a caltrop would be about the shape of 2 gold because it's like a little spike thing?
Seems reasonable.
No, that's
Yeah. I mean, if you empty out the caltrops, you're emptying them out and then you're filling it up with gold, right?
correct. So I would not have the caltrops anymore.
Yes. How much
So
gold would
those 6
that be?
bags can carry 240 gold.
Jesus.
If I
Okay.
fill the bag's top.
Yeah. All right. I'll accept that.
I have a similar question, Dan. I have a case of crossbow bolts.
I
Dump
don't
out all
think
the bolts.
that's not going to be the same.
Why?
Yeah, those are of shaped box. They're
Yeah.
different.
Aw.
Still think some gold coins could fit in the bottom of it.
Two, maybe?
I'm never gonna get spells.
You could
Never gonna get a backpack.
beg Keylooth.
Man.
Like the idea that they try to like throwing out all the crossbow bolts and putting like 2 coins in there. Like, yeah. Okay.
Are there any backpacks in the room?
No, there are not.
Okay.
You could carry it all inside this stone chest, but it's incredibly heavy
Wait.
and it's invisible.
Frankie has a gold sheet.
Yeah.
That I'm wearing around my neck.
Take it off your neck, put it on the ground, dump a bunch of stuff in there, twist it up, use it as a makeshift bag.
No.
God, the most expensive bag in the world.
Let's
Well,
just
Frankie says no. I can do nothing to change his mind.
take the zircons and go. Everything else is a bother.
How many zircons? 11.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, take the 11 zircons. You've got a little bit of gold from this. You got a necklace of fireballs, a filter of love, and a
I'm
potion of
holding
greater
those two
healing.
items. Greater healing can go to anybody.
I think it should go to someone who probably doesn't have any healing,
Or someone who has healing, so
or
that
someone who has healing.
I would say whoever has the lowest health, so either Thodane or Gundra.
We would get the least used out of it.
I think
I mean, none of us
the
are gonna
bard
get
should
all
take
used.
it, honestly.
I could take it, but plan on giving it to someone.
Yeah.
But then that puts the power in my choice of who to give it to.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, get that power.
But I mean, if I could be the mule for it,
Yeah,
So what's the plan?
mule it up, bruh.
if they'll
What's the
let
plan?
me take it, I'll take it.
Take what?
Take
The
it.
Chest?
greater, the greater
Oh, the greater
restoration.
healing, greater
Take that love
restoration.
potion too. You can use that.
I'm holding on to it. It's
Yeah,
mine.
what's that supposed to mean?
Oh.
It's mine for
I'm
I
completing.
got a lovely wife back on the surface.
You bards are always using this for such purposes.
You're married? Why?
That's mighty presumptuous.
Why?
Things are different up there, okay?
Yeah,
So,
this
uh,
nasty sunlight.
I'm
We
holding.
seek happiness sometimes.
You would.
Who needs happiness?
You joke, but there is genuinely a drow drow saying that is like, yeah, happiness is for the weak. Like,
I believe it.
Drow are terrible.
I'm still holding Dawnbringer. Does Keyleth want to snatch it back?
Weakness is the spawn of contentment and affection, is
Mm-hmm.
the phrase. And
Okay.
no, once it's out of his hands, he doesn't care about it anymore.
Okay, I have Dawnbringer until somebody else wants it. It's not really mine. I'm just holding it.
What are the
Hold up,
classes that can use it?
Rangers, clerics, bards, paladins, druid.
I think the spell.
I'm
No,
taking this alignment
the-
test because the first time I took it was before the campaign.
you're confused about the spell. The item itself can cast the spell.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
sword
so anyone
casts
can
it.
You
use
don't
it.
have to be a spellcaster to
Yeah.
be able to cast
Anybody who is not an evil alignment can use it.
that. Yeah.
And then
So-
outside that, it uses itself because it's sentient.
Like Frankie's right on the edge of evil, maybe, but
Hold on, I might be true neutral.
You might
Or
be
lawful
I
neutral.
think you're more
You might be
neutral.
lawful neutral.
yeah, I was feeling
Okay,
lawful neutral.
I'm taking that test right now. I'm on
It'll take
22.
a while. Let's keep
Yeah, it'll
going.
take a
And
while.
Okay.
let's keep going. And if you
So,
want it,
you guys-
Yeah, no,
Gundra will
I'm
not stop
almost
you.
done. Just keep going.
Okay.
So do you
But
guys
I may be
just-
a good candidate for it.
So do you guys just leave the tomb?
Yeah, there's nothing else.
Yeah, let's
There's
go.
There's an other door, but who
The
cares? We got.
potential dangers of that other door are not worth it.
We
Okay.
need
The
to
rest of
restore.
our party members still alive.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
They're waiting for all of you. They heard combat and they said, "Nah, if it goes quiet, we'll leave."
Good.
Cool.
All right. So you
Well
leave
then,
the
yep.
lost tomb of Kayem. You head back out into the Underdark.
It'll forever be known as the location of Gundra's death.
Yes. You all head back out into the Underdark. You have to double back a little bit, but you make your way through. You spend, let's see, how long do you still have? You're at 220. By the end of this long day, you have 204 miles left to Gracklstugh, and you now can take a long rest.
Epic.
Thank fuck.
Do we
Could
need
be
to
a
take
longer.
watches?
I'll say no, just the hell of it. Nothing's gonna
yeah.
happen.
Yay!
That's the nicest shit I've ever heard.
You had enough
And that-
danger for one day.
How long does the bardic inspiration last?
10 minutes.
10 minutes, okay.
Get some music going.
Yeah,
I love bards.
after the excitement of the sentient weapon, Gundra is back to kind of being a little bit mopey. I don't know if having a sword that talks to him is helping that at all. I don't know how talkative she's being after he's like, yeah, let's sell her.
Yeah, not very, as you can imagine.
Listen.
Does anyone tell Rogi about the sentient sword?
Yes.
Okay.
I make
I'm
it.
sure
no,
Rogi can hear it.
Yeah, no, yeah. The sentient sword is telepathically speaking to all.
Yeah.
Okay, so even though Rogi wasn't in the room,
Mm-hmm.
If you were in the room, you wouldn't know, but I think you were still in the room. No, were you still in the room at that point?
Its sword stats says it can telepathically speak to its wielder, but it was projecting while we
It
were
was
coming
projecting.
down.
Yeah. It was the source of the voice you guys were hearing.
Yeah, Gundra just kind of give if he needs a little bit more of an explanation. As he saw, it was a sun sword. It is sentient. Since we'll all be blinded if we use it, we might as well just hold on to it until we can find somebody else who could actually use it.
The only one who won't be blinded by it is Frankie.
Uh-huh.
yes.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah.
If Frankie
I'm
can
sorry, Frankie and Stool.
if Frankie can
My
convince it that
fucking
it's
God.
that he's a worthy wielder, maybe we'll give it to him with the express thing of like, hey, don't turn it on, and if you do, warn us.
Give it to Stool.
I can certainly
Give it to Stool.
try. But if you ask me, something that lights up is a very, very bright beacon for, you know, things hunting us.
Sure.
Every.
Yeah, so I'm true neutral.
Yes. Okay.
Nice.
Uh,
I thought I was evil because I was like, all black market and screw the government, but it's
No, that's just
more
chaotic.
neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just chaotic.
You're chaotic and also lawful because you're a gang leader.
Yeah, it's weird.
I'm a businessman. I'm a philanthropist.
That makes you
But
neutral.
you don't do it because you enjoy hurting
No,
people.
it makes me rich, and I help people who need help,
Yeah, that's
who
nice.
deserve help.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Deserve
sure,
help.
you
That's
can-
great wording. That's a great qualifier.
Pastrami.
Fuck yes, Frankie can use the sword.
Yeah.
I would love. I would help because I could
Queen.
actually have higher chances on attacks as
Yeah.
well.
Gundra at some point just says, Pastrami, you can actually get some use out of this thing. Try to appease it as much as you can. It's temperamental.
I will treat it as my trusted advisor.
Okay. I'm Dawnbringer. And you
I'm
are?
Frankie Pastrami.
It's an odd name, but okay.
Well, you're an odd little sword, aren't you?
Well, fair enough. I hope we'll do
I
good things
like
together.
this sword.
You do.
I want to
Like
be friends with it.
I said, the light that emits from it is sunlight, and it's bright light, and it will blind the fuck out of almost everyone here.
That's just
Is that only when I'm?
attack.
Is that only when it's activated, or?
Yes,
Yeah.
when it's activated.
You can also lessen the radius of the light, which will help. But it's
Just to 10 feet, though.
yeah, its minimum is still
Still-
huge.
Yeah.
It takes an action to go to 30 feet, right?
No.
I can go 5 feet at a time.
When the blade persists, you can use an action to expand or reduce its radius. So it starts out at 15 feet of bright light.
Yeah, but so it would take 3 actions to take it to 30 feet
Yeah.
if I wanted to, which I don't know why I would.
Or reduce it even further.
Yeah.
Listen, if we find a pit of vampires.
Sure. It does. I mean, it does do more damage to the undead. It's very similar, like I said, to the Sun Sword when we were playing Curse of Strahd, for all intents and purposes.
Does anybody need a short sword then?
That is
Well,
something
I
Rogi
need
was
a
going to
short
try to
sword.
assess.
One's
Is
unfortunately damaged, but I'm not touching that thing.
What thing? My old short sword, the one that we stole from the other people?
Oh, I thought you were referring to the Dawnbringer.
And no, nobody else is touching this thing.
Can
I
you
don't
turn
want
me on,
to. I'll
please?
take your sword.
Don't worry, I'll protect you, little sword.
That's nice. I'm kind of scared of the dark, though.
I already love
spent-
this.
Yeah, me too. I'm from the surface.
I spent a long time in that sarcophagus. I don't want to be in the dark anymore.
Now, one day I'll take you to the surface and you can see the big sun sword in the sky.
Okay.
Is it?
There's a sword in the sky.
It's more like a ball of fire.
Okay, that
Ew.
tracks.
Oh,
That's the
right.
action. That's okay.
Wow,
I was
the
worried-
cave on the surface must be
It's-
so much bigger than I imagined.
It's below
Some
the
people-
ceiling, right?
Sure.
Loud sighing from the back.
And it moves around. It moves around too in the sky on a 24-hour pattern.
What the hell is an hour?
It's a unit of time.
Gundra
Compared to
Gundra very unenthusiastically explains the differences in timekeeping.
Keyleth just scowls at him the entire time.
Yeah, whatever Gundra just said, it's kind of like that, but not as like that.
A 12-hour period usually is a morning. 12 hours after that is the night, which it's more like down here still. I hear the moon can be fairly bright, brighter than most things down here.
Good news, everyone. I no longer have -1 to my short sword.
Wonderful.
Hey.
Yay!
Why is that?
Who's got it?
Because I got Frankie's short sword.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
The ooze is dead. The ooze got her old one.
Yeah, the
I was wondering why. I just didn't hear that part.
Yeah.
I was wondering why suddenly the damage is no longer.
Wait, so
Here.
Keyleth took my old short sword?
Mhm.
Okay.
He had a
And then
busted
you
up one,
throw
so
away the melted one.
yeah.
Or give it to an NPC. I mean, is someone lacking a weapon? If not, toss that thing into the garbage.
I think everyone has a weapon at this point.
We are strapped for cash. Maybe keep it.
I mean, someone could take my dagger, but I kind of have started like whittling it and engraving it to look more like me. I tend to make my clothes and weapons personal.
Actually, Keyleth is going to keep the broken dagger, or damaged, not dagger,
Sword.
damaged short sword for just utility purposes.
But you are taking the short sword.
Yeah.
Like fucking
Taking
some
Frankie's, yeah.
Yeah.
You just have like 2 short swords strapped to you.
Yeah, he does.
Alright.
Hell yeah.
Moving on to the next day. You start your travels. Would you like to go at a fast pace or normal pace? Or slow pace?
We wasted too much time in that crypt. Let's move fast.
Okay.
Non-verbally agree.
Alright. Fast pace, I believe, is 30 miles in a day. Just a little bit of rolling.
I'm proficient in long swords.
Cool.
Sick.
Nice.
Nice!
I thought I wasn't for a second. And it's 1d8 plus, or 1d whatever plus dex.
1d8. Yes, it basically has the set stats of a short sword, which has finesse. So strength or dex, whichever you want.
Sick.
That's really nice.
Yeah, so, I mean, yeah, you're dexterous, aren't you?
And
Surprisingly.
it only does radiant damage, not
Yes.
the.
It doesn't
okay.
do splashing or anything like that. It just does radiant, and it does more damage to undead.
I'm scared the DM rolled a 20.
That's normal.
Don't be scared. Ignore that D4 as well.
Oh, hell.
Just
Well, shit.
actually, you know what? I rolled all that for nothing.
Nice.
It was all of that, and it just came. The answer that came up is nothing happens.
Wonderful.
It's like, wow,
This is just a test.
great.
Wow.
Bad.
Don't forget the +2 to the damage.
Oh, to damage?
Yeah.
And damage.
Yeah,
Oh, sick.
+2 to rolls and damage.
So the undead is only if it's undead.
Yeah.
Undead
Yes.
shit. That's damage too.
Yeah. So yeah, the we'll only count the undead like damage
Yeah.
number if it is actually an undead. Damn. Oh, good. All right. There you go. You have Dawnbringer.
I guess
So,
I
like-
attuned to it during the long rest.
Yes, you would.
Mm-hmm.
So you can now use it to cast Lesser Restoration from it. You can only use that once per day. And it says the next dawn. We're not going to keep track. We'll just say days. Because, you know, who knows if it's actually...
Yeah, it's
the
3
when dawn
a.m.
is.
Per
Uh,
24-hour period.
Basically once per battle.
Yeah,
Or
basically.
once per between battles.
Yeah.
Right.
Hopefully, if we're battling more than that, we're in trouble.
Does that
Yeah.
include when Gunshred used it on himself?
Yeah,
But
but
we've
it's
already
been
had a
a day.
long rest since then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, so the per dawn thing is actually funny because since we don't know, in the middle of battle, you may regain that ability for some reason.
It's
Yeah,
possible.
that'd be funny. Dan just rolls a random number and says, "Oh, hey, time's up."
Oh
Yeah,
hey,
bingo.
it was 11.
Oh.
It was 4:45 when we started. Now it's
I
dawn.
gotta realign my whole life after this long rest. Add all my spells back.
Yeah, get everything back. So you
Oh, and I
travel
can
an entire day, no incidences, at a fast pace. You are 174 miles to Gracklstugh. So, moving forward, a new day begins. I roll for nothing.
For how many backpacks we find.
So many. No,
I think the
no,
Can you
minimum
not
he can
craft? Is
roll
there any
is
leather
9.
on the ships?
You're not on the ships. You're just walking now.
Oh, we're just
Yeah,
walking.
we
Is there
abandoned
Yeah,
the
we
boats.
abandoned the boats last session.
Any large leaves we can find?
Leaves? What the fuck are
I
leaves?
would like to make a survival check for mushrooms.
Okay.
We take a
Go ahead.
mushroom upside down, hollow it out, and make a little bowl out of it. Put two halves together, make a little shell.
Nice. Are you looking for anything in particular? Actually, hold on.
Trillimac, definitely,
Okay.
and I guess the rest of that's just food. So
Yeah.
Trillimac specifically.
You
for
guys aren't
foods.
hurting on food, water, and whatnot, so you're good there. You found like one Trillimac kind of alone by itself. You do
Okay.
find you found a very odd, very strange looking mushroom that kind of looks like a large human tongue. You recognize it because it is called Tongue of Madness.
Okay.
Hey, somebody eat it
Do
and
I
find
know
out
what
it
it does?
Roll a nature check for me.
I feel like you do.
Uh-oh.
You know the name.
Oh.
You know the name.
Oh, buddy.
Can I roll a nature check?
Sure.
I have a +4. Can I just roll an intelligence check?
How am I
You
rolling
lose.
so high?
Yeah, you've been doing fucking
Keyless
good.
got it. Never mind.
Well, it was
A
Dan
creature
last
that-
session.
Yeah, that's true. A creature that eats a tongue of madness will be if they fail their Constitution saving throw, will compulsively speak aloud its every thought for the next hour.
Oh shit.
Does he inform us of this?
I'm taking that mushroom.
Can I just have a
right
piece
now
of
you
that
have
mushroom?
You have one tongue of madness. You let anyone know, because you're basically off on your own almost.
Oh, was I not with Keyleth?
Oh, I imagine you guys were together, but you could
You could
probably
have
stay
stalked
back.
along. We got that buddy system going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably like fanned out a bit, just kind of like covering more ground to look for things that you're also walking like with the group. So, yeah, Keyleth, you can have that. You could probably sequester it away secretly if you so desired.
If Rogi sees it, all Keyleth is going to say is, it might come in handy later. It's got a unique effect, though, so
What does
don't
it do?
expect it. It's complicated to explain.
Well, I really want to know. I am specifically interested in things like this. I know
Okay.
that there are some kinds of mushrooms that allow you to see beyond what you can normally see. Is this one of those kinds?
No.
Oh. Well. Okay. If you think it will be useful. Doesn't sound fun, but
We'll just store it away in a bag, and then throw the Trillimac we found at Gundra.
Got it.
Throw it at him.
Wonderful. More mushroom caps for me to carry.
Yeah. Starting to get
Well,
a
you
little
wouldn't.
heavy.
You wouldn't have to carry them if you just worked on turning them into paper between our long rests.
He doesn't really respond.
Okay. I assume you guys are still traveling at a fast pace. Right. Okay.
I think so.
No one said a word.
Yeah.
I
Alright.
was
you
waiting for
go
someone else to
through-
object, but no.
Go through an entire day again at a fast pace with no issues. You are 144 miles to Gracklstugh. A new day begins.
We can start going at a new regular pace.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah. We just covered a lot of ground. It's fine.
Okay. At a normal pace as I make some rolls. Don't be scared of my rolls, guys.
I am.
Too late.
Don't be.
How long does
guys.
the truth last?
1 hour.
Here, we've got some tea real quick.
It's not necessarily.
That's after
truth.
eating it.
Mm-hmm.
It's they will just speak aloud their every thought.
Were you not dead? Why were they? What?
Okay.
Wow. As you travel through a mostly just uneventful day, you are almost forced to make camp. But you're not happy about it. I'll tell you why as soon as everyone's back.
And on the sidebar,
Mm-hmm.
would I be able to use my criminal background to send a message once we reach Gracklstugh?
It's possible.
Or
Have a
is that
contact
not
in
fall?
every city. Pretty sure.
I just didn't know if that applied to places that I was not familiar with,
Oh,
since
probably
I'm from the
wouldn't
surface.
probably wouldn't be with places you're not familiar with. You wouldn't have like a criminal contact.
Gundra
You'd have to
knows
see what it-
of, but does not
See
have
what
any.
it specifies in the background description.
Yeah. Gundra knows of, does not have any contacts or whatever. He literally just knows their name, of a trade group that comes down here from the surface a lot.
Yeah.
I have a reliable and trustworthy contact who acts as your liaison to a network of other criminals. You know how to get messages to and from your contact, even over great distances.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So as soon as we
Specifically, I know local messengers.
Yeah. Alright.
I don't know how much it would actually help us in this campaign, but that's something that Frankie would do. Is
You probably don't know them specifically. They can just
yeah, but it's a network, so I would just
direct you somehow.
eventually get back to them somehow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to tell them I'm alive.
Like, hey,
possible.
I'm alive. I'm making my way home.
Hang on, wait.
I got the deal went bad. I got arrested by some drow.
You were making
You
deals
were
with the
enslaved.
drow? Damn.
No, I wasn't making.
Times are
They
tough.
they attacked a deal I was making with some other people.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's common. Like, oh hey, a bunch of chumps who don't see us. Let's get them.
Is Gavin back?
He's making tea.
That's a note.
It's not.
Alright. You guys are basically you're forced to take a rest. You've just walked as long as you can. You wanted to keep traveling because all around you hear terrible shrieks, moans, incoherent gibbering, just echoing all through the nearby passages without any apparent origin.
Are we still at a Drow Pursuit 1?
Yes. it is aggravating. It's maddening. You're forced to rest amidst all of this sound. And I'll have all of you roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh God, what did
Oh,
I
no.
miss?
So, as
yeah.
you're traveling, you're being plagued by shrieks, moans, incoherent gibbering without any apparent origin. And you're forced to
boy.
rest
Yeah,
and
so
sleep
in the game,
amongst
yeah,
all of this.
there's all these attachments.
So, make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh yes.
Oh. Nice.
Frankie's a smart guy.
Only
Oh,
Keith
nice,
fails.
Helus, you failed. I need you to
Yay.
increase your madness level by 1. What's that?
Keelan going cray.
2.
Said 2. Let me roll you
So we have both the drow at 2.
a long-term madness.
sir.
Actually, you know
Yep.
what? Go ahead and roll me a D100. $34.
Resolve is tested.
Okay.
There's no
Uh,
virtue to be gained.
The character regards you regard these sounds with intense revulsion, as if affected by the antipathy spell.
That up.
So I
Which is
think basically
absolutely
you're
ridiculous.
frightened of it.
Yes,
It's a very passive frightened.
I'll put in the official thing. The source of the madness would be these incoherent sounds and moans, and just none of it makes sense. You don't know what to think about it. You fucking hate it.
That shit.
We need to reroute. We need to double back and reroute.
If we move,
Talking
we'll
about.
get caught by whatever's making these noises.
I
I mean, I
Indeed.
hear it too, but we just gotta stay strong. Keep focused on our path.
It's just noise. We can handle this.
If we double back, we have a better chance of
Noise
being
doesn't
found.
get made without a source. And judging by the sound of it, that is simply too much for our battered
It's very like checkbox.
state of existence of low equipment and constant moving.
Well,
We cannot handle this threat. We need to reroute.
Which direction do you think it's coming from? We'll start with that.
It wasn't coming behind us. So that's the way we need to go.
Oh,
You know,
Everybody who
sometimes-
doesn't like light, I need you to cover your eyes for a second, and I'll pull out
Mine are
Dawnbringer.
wait.
Wait, what?
I was going to
Oh,
say,
that's not what I wanted. Oh,
there are
shit,
sometimes particular kind of mushrooms that will actually scream like
Screecher
this.
mushrooms have a very unique sound. That's not what this is.
It could be some sort of strange variation, and we do not know
Stool,
exactly
is
what
this
it is.
true?
Sometimes they scream, but I don't know.
Does it sound like this?
I don't know what that sounds like.
Did
If
we
you
If I
send out a
know
little scouting
anything, I know
party?
that nature is weird.
I think you guys are weird.
If you want, you can keep watch.
Yes, we are.
I'm not going to let this thing sneak up on us.
Well, then
Well,
don't.
Well-
Keep watch.
Get any closer to us than it already is. We need to go.
We have no place to go. We don't know where it's coming from. It might be behind us.
Oh,
And we
Keyleth
can have our best fighters.
behind him.
Our best
can I make
fighters
a
will take
perception check to see where it's coming from?
Yeah, go ahead. Everywhere. And nowhere.
Oh, thanks, Dan.
No problem.
You can see him just kind of like nervously, ever so slightly, start like tapping the back of his left heel up against the stone. Sort of like a little bounce, but only with one leg. And it's very like subtle, but it's clearly a nervous tick.
Dendro, can you cut off some of your fur? I want to try something.
What?
Cut off some of your fur. I want to try something.
I
Don't question your betters.
I just go along with it.
Okay.
I think he's crazy enough where this actually might go
Just grab
somewhere.
the top and use like one of his claws, kind of go. And just
Okay.
hands you a tuft of matted fur.
Oh, F is for punch.
Okay, so I need to double check if I can do something.
Okay, well.
I am going
I
to
don't know
attempt
why
to
that's
use this
here,
to
'cause
make
mine still
to make a
matters.
minor illusion.
That's like.
Using it, I will make a sound loud enough that it will track whatever is making those noises. We will run forward until we can no longer hear it.
That's weird. I don't have.
Does that
those
sound good?
I don't. Yeah, those aren't separate.
Whatever gets us away from it.
Alright. I am going to attempt to cast minor illusion using improper spell
Yep.
items. What would you like me to do?
Roll an Arcana check. Alright,
Woo!
that's good enough. You successfully cast your spell using improper ingredients.
Yay!
Alright, I create the sound of a crying child. It just, like, as far back as I can. Let me double check. I think that's like 30 feet. It might be longer than that. I forget how far minor illusion goes. 30
I believe
feet.
it's yeah.
30 feet, okay.
Alright, we're running this direction until we can't hear it anymore. And it's going to be the way forward. I'm not moving back.
Okay, the problem is, it just keeps going. You don't think it's following you,
But it makes
necessarily.
it better when you do your own.
You just think something about this area you are in is just causing these sounds, this conversation. You're not even fully aware of what it is, but it's wide, it's expansive, and after like even a few more hours of traveling, it still hasn't stopped.
Wait, can we
The
revive you? 'Cause I
Detect
wanna, like,
magic
try to
ritual.
finish
We're going.
this
This is
stuff for it.
something else.
Yeah, okay.
We're gonna spend 10 minutes to cast
Yes,
detect
yes.
magic.
Okay.
Somehow to get
So
out of it. 'Cause
after
the
some
first
time
I
goes
was-
by, you wait. It doesn't. You don't detect any magic. But there's a moment that scares you because you hear almost a whisper in your ear. And you look to see who it is or what it is. There's nobody there. And then you still keep just hearing more of this gibbering, more of these screeches, moaning. It's not magic.
Gundra, you're learned with your education.
Is that why that happened?
Look me in the eyes.
Okay.
Is this a demon lord? We've already seen one.
They.
Is this the effect of another demon lord?
I guess Arcana check. Maybe something else. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll say roll an Arcana check.
You too, Thodane, you're a wizard.
I.
So Dane,
Indeed.
if you would
Is-
like to roll.
Is this a
I
demon
would.
lord?
Because that's half my control.
I don't know enough about demons, especially not demon lords. They don't. You're
I
never
know a
supposed to
bit
see.
about these
Another
fuckers.
thing that, like,
They-
I would've wanted to know that
Maybe?
I'd like to
What do I know?
You, it's a maybe. It might be Demon Lord related,
Yeah.
but also
Yeah, let's go
sometimes
back up to menu and we'll just go back in.
just certain areas in the Underdark are just terrifying and weird.
Ah, shit.
There might be something with, like, you've seen Demogorgon. Something about this area might be already be doing this kind of thing, but it's just now enhanced
Okay, right?
by the very
Oh, okay.
nature of a demon lord existing in the material plane and in the Underdark. But you would have no way to know.
Well, that's what I know.
So you know nothing. Wonderful.
I know
Light
more than you
trying
do.
to fall. Keithu's just gonna like unsheath his sword, and is this at the end of the day that this is happening, or like
Yeah,
mid?
this is like you guys are almost forced to rest here.
Okay, so
And you've already
Keithu
now traveled a couple more hours trying to get away from it.
Keithu is just gonna sit his back up against the wall and keep watch for as long as he can.
Do you want to stay up all night doing that? Do you think
I think
he would sleep or go into reverie?
possibly it's not going to be easy though.
Hmm.
He's going to look up at Gundra. You can make the sound stop, right?
No. He genuinely can't right now. If he had a spell book, he might be able to, but ultimately he doesn't have the silence spell on him. He's just gonna be straight with you. He can't.
Because skip.
Shit. Shit.
It'll be fine.
Oh, for a guy. Okay.
It's not real. These noises are just noises. They are not real. They just make our heads think they're real. This is how illusions work. This is how so much of magic works. It just brings you to a new reality in which the unreal feels like it exists with you. We just need to ride it out, and as soon as we are ready to leave, we escape this place. Whatever hole of arcane this is, we just leave it. But we can't do that without resting.
I like this that you said, Scout. I wish it like had like an actual sniper scope.
If I could stop it, I would, but this is bigger than me. This would take. This would probably take somebody the power scale of Grumph or something. It just.
Fine.
Can
Take
Rogi
your
try
rest.
something?
Okay.
Sure.
Rogi has some ripple bark.
Uh-huh.
Rogi would like to make plugs out of ripple bark. Just something little.
That seems like it would be kind of difficult.
I'm prepared to make a check for it.
I'm trying to think of what check you would make.
Sounds like
Sleight
a
of hand.
You know what? Sure. Make a sleight of hand check for me.
Okay.
Oh, buddy.
Boo.
You tear up the ripple bark.
You're
as doing
balancing out
this.
Keyleth's rolls.
Just get rid of that ripple bark.
All 10 pounds of it?
No, just 8 pounds.
8 pound, okay.
But
you
in
wasted
the-
all 10 pounds.
All 10 pounds
In the
trying to
effort
Jesus.
make
of-
earbuds.
You have the
Oh,
idea. In the
no.
effort
You
of trying
fucked
to
up.
create earplugs for it, you end up just shredding the whole thing.
Well.
And that humbled you.
It-
Try to stop.
It's very brittle material.
You give me some ripple bark. Perhaps I could try and make earplugs. Or I can just
How
cast
did you know
warding.
what I was doing? Are you psychic?
I'm not gonna reveal that.
Wow, that
Or
is
I could just cast warding wind and make us all deaf
amazing.
for the next 10 minutes.
No, we can't be deaf and blind.
I could pull out the sun sword. I could pull out the dawn bringer.
Bringer.
Ooh, I got a bow.
I mean, Keyleth, what is Keyleth going to do? At this point, everyone, you're just like, you're exhausted, you've been running, you're absolutely tired, it is bedtime.
Sleepy
Rogi will say to Keyleth, stay up, if it will help. But, whenever you get too tired, wake me up, and I will take over.
He's not going to directly reply, but he's just going to be like sitting against the wall with he's still holding his sword. And he's just going to reply, "Those who survive are strong."
Those who survive also know when to take care of themselves. You cannot fight your enemy when you do not sleep.
I'm superior. I don't need sleep. Worry over yourself.
You just gonna take that?
This one needs to believe that they are superior for now. They have not yet experienced a melt. In time, they will learn.
So yeah, Keyleth's gonna take first watch, and I think he will get to reverie, but he'll get himself into a sort of more intense trance than a usual reverie
Okay.
by just repeating "those who survive are strong" just over and over and over under his breath
Okay.
until he can eventually get himself into some sort of a meditative state.
Right.
Do we want to roll for how many hours this lasts?
I mean, that's not a bad idea. I'll say it's up to Keelu.
Once we leave this source, it's gone, but at the same time, if we somehow outlast it.
Oh, you're talking about how long will this sound last?
Oh yeah.
The madness.
Oh,
Like,
the mad. Oh, I forgot to do that.
yeah, it's kind of weird because we'll be away from the source after too long,
Also,
but
Yeah. 1d10. So 10 hours.
ooh, we may outlast this.
Yeah, he may just outlast it.
It's
Anyway.
possible.
Tonight also there is no encounter that shows up. No monster.
Run.
But
Outlast.
Creatures don't like to hang out in this area for some reason.
yeah. But Achilles, it's a hard night for you. You just struggle. Eventually you go into a deep reverie, but not for a lack of trying. And we'll say a new day has started. You have 120 miles to Gracklstugh.
Gundra starts off this day telling everybody to be as quiet as possible, to get prepared, and the moment we all are, I am going to shake Keeluth and say, we're ready to go, let's go, and just let him run if he feels like he needs to.
Okay.
He's not gonna run because running creates unnecessary like echoing throughout caves, but he's definitely
That's not a problem.
moving fast.
It isn't a problem here. There's something louder than echoes.
He's been trained better.
That's fair.
He's a drow warrior. He does not lose his composure.
I think we have a compulsory fast pace.
Okay. So you guys move at a fast pace, and it takes a while. After a couple hours, though, the sounds do get left behind.
God damn it! I did it again. I'm not playing Pathfinder.
But the path kind of narrows down into single file as you continue traveling. Okay, let me roll new encounters.
Anything funny?
Yes.
Oh.
What is everyone's past perception?
At a fast pace, that's -5, right?
Yes.
Then 10.
10 as well.
It's 15 normally, but now it's 10.
Okay.
6.
8.
Wow.
This is
Passive perception, -5. Yeah.
oh sticks. Straight cheeks.
Yeah. At this point, I need everyone to roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
If that's a failure, I will use Arcane Deflection to add 4 to it.
This is not an attack.
It doesn't have to
Ooh.
be.
Uh-oh.
It's if you're hit by an attack or fail a saving throw.
Okay. Well, you're fine.
Yay!
Okay. Keeluth, Rogi, and Gundra,
Cool.
you start feeling woozy as you're walking through.
I like.
You don't really know it. You feel poisoned.
Ew.
Oh, if it's poison, then... Oh, well. Then I have advantage, but...
Do you?
Yeah,
As a
dwarves.
dwarf.
Oh yeah, then you have advantage. Although
Doesn't matter.
fail.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
That's right.
Uh,
Let's see.
any
Hey,
you-
buddy, you're not looking too
You
good.
three take 5 points of poison damage.
Oh, that's half my
You
HP.
should've picked up one of those heavy, like those hemlocks or
Me?
whatever.
Yes,
It could've
you
been
too.
better. I'm just not finding shit for this R301.
After a while, like
Listen to this big boy.
after a couple hours, you start to really notice it, but then, oh no.
But yeah, if we wanted to get nothing,
I want
we
to
could,
say
right? Like, just go
Gundra
towards the center
and
of the map, and we're gonna
Gundra, you probably, since you're the
look
one
at
most
the
affected,
areas,
you actually
like,
start to
you can
realize,
figure out where people are probably
fuck,
getting funneled towards. Oh, not
there's a gas leak in this tunnel.
I'm grabbing a lot of like armor and knockdown.
Gas. We're in gas. We need to do something. Leave.
We're using that necklace of yours.
Of course not. No.
If this was a normal group of people who did just have superior dark vision, some of you would have torches out right now,
Yeah.
and you would run into a gas leak.
Oh
Not
my
a
god.
concern.
That's terrifying.
That is real lucky.
I will push the Dawnbringer sword deeper into my belt.
Got it.
Make sure it doesn't turn on.
I mean, that might not actually do anything.
Yeah. Radiance is kind of a weird thing. It emits light and it emits heat, but it's not fire. It's weird.
I ain't taking any
I
chances.
wouldn't take the chance either. I think I would roll.
I think that's something launching.
But yeah. It takes a while. You think you could probably push through, and eventually you do push through for you get through the entire gas leak and just rest outside in a semi-open cavern.
Resident forensic person, do you know if the gas leak damage is just from lack of oxygen or what?
It depends on the type of gas.
That's okay. Cool. So, do I feel like physically ill at the moment then?
You feel like ill, a little woozy, just something's real wrong with me. After a while, though, you're starting to realize you're breathing in fresh air, and it's getting better. And by the time you're fully out, you realize you're fully outside the gas leak. You decide to take a long rest. You are 90 miles to Gracklstugh.
I will do my best not to vomit the hard-earned food you have gathered for us, but I will also sleep. And he nearly lets himself go to sleep for real, but he doesn't let himself.
Yeah. But, I mean, that's it. That would be your whole night. Nothing goes on. No encounter. Got a nap. Fuck yeah. As you travel on the next day, are you guys going at a fast pace? Or are you going at a slow pace?
Regular pace should be good.
Do a regular pace,
Regular
yeah.
pace is
I
fine.
think we're good enough
What's
for
our
regular.
pursuit
Regular
levels at
pace.
1?
Yeah.
Cool.
Can it go to 0, or is that just them not pursuing?
Yeah, 0 would be like nothing's going on. They're not pursuing, but they are still actively pursuing you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. They're picking up the pieces, licking the dirt.
They can
Yeah,
certainly
cracking.
try.
Alright, as a new day goes, we roll some new encounter.
Can Rogi start looking for something on the way?
Like what?
He wants to look for some kind of foliage, mushrooms or what have you, that he can fashion into a kind of hood.
Fashion into a hood. No, there's not a lot as you're traveling through this area, although you are noticing it's getting hot.
Mm-hmm.
Very hot. Man, this long winding corridor you're finding yourself, you're all sweltering. And then a tremor hits.
Oh, that's no good.
The
Oh.
wall next to you cracks open, and from the fissure, lava starts to pour in. I need
Holy
everyone
shit.
to make a dexterity saving throw to avoid
Oh,
the lava
no.
swell.
You can craft things.
Oh, God.
Oh,
I am rolling so shitty tonight.
Don't-
Again.
I think lava's slow, so I think we'll be mostly okay. Yeah.
You are all okay as you avoid the lava swell. It all kind of goes out behind you and down the tunnel you were just walking through. If the drop pursuit level wasn't at 1, it would be dropped by 1.
Hmm.
Because now lava's in their way.
Haha.
You also would have taken 66 fire damage from that.
Yeah,
Oh.
that would be an insta kill for like all of us.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, this is where we fucking died the first time we played this campaign.
Was it?
Yeah, we got fucked on by this lava.
Oh wow.
I don't remember that.
Or no, it was the falling rocks, but they did
Oh, yeah.
66.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, any major environmental damage is usually 66. Tasters
Yeah.
actually has a few like natural like spells to replace natural disasters sort of things. I don't know if that'd be worth it, but it'd be fun to look at every so often.
Yeah. After a very long day of traveling and nearly dying to lava, you find a cave that is sheltered and easily defendable. If you camp here, there will be no chance of encounters throughout the night.
Wonderful.
All right.
I like the sound of that.
After the whole night goes by, you are. Oh, that's not one. 2. You are all now 66 miles to Gracklstugh. You're getting
Hell.
close.
Oh boy.
We're getting there in 3 days regardless of what we do, so you know.
Now, at this point in Pupito, and Sarah, those familiar with it, also Rogi and Thodane,
Mm-hmm.
you two would also know going through the main gates might be a bad idea. Unless someone is a really good liar or something. Or very good
Strami.
at persuasion. Because you're all just walking up to the gates of a Duragar city. They might just decide to enslave you right then and there.
They won't enslave us,
I-
we're Durgar.
I will say this to everyone
That
else.
is optimistic. Do you know of
So-
another way in then?
Do I know of another way in?
Not really. They have gates and all
Actually-
their entrances into the cavern.
Ah, fuck, I have Deep Delver instead of my fucking urchin background thing.
Yeah.
Damn.
Foolish.
Pupito does speak up as, if we can get to the Dark Lake, I might have a way in.
Oh, what's here?
What is your way in?
I know of
God, how did I miss all that?
a little alcove that we can park a boat on, and then just walk into the city.
Insight check.
Okay. My roll 20 is freaking the fuck out right now. Reload.
Oh, there we go.
20.
Okay.
How much was it?
20.
20.
20. Okay, he seems to be honest about it. There seems to
Okay.
be a little bit of malice in his tone of voice. A little bit of... Very gregarious for something so weird. But yes, he seems honest that he knows of another way in.
Did you say malice?
Yeah.
Towards anyone in particular?
No, not towards anyone in particular.
Interesting. Okay.
So we're going to have to rebuild boats again?
I'll just, yeah, I'll keep it
Perhaps.
the flower this time.
Hmm.
I hate it when you don't like actually buy
Frankie, how are you feeling about saying we're merchants or mercenaries or whatever the hell?
So it doesn't close the menu.
Dwagar are very suspicious people. You would have to be very convincing. But you do at least have
I like how you keep moving like up.
Dwagar amongst you,
That
which
is
might
funny.
help.
If we're gonna be mercenaries or merchants, we need to have some sort of hierarchy within our group. We can't all just be equal merchants on a voyage together. We have to have someone in charge. We have to have people as their right-hand person. And then we have to have some just people that are just workers, like I forget what the term is.
Went over to the right up there.
Hired help.
Like like henchmen.
Thugs.
If we go as mercenaries, then people will think we have something to prove. If we go as merchants, we're just there to make a quick buck.
We don't exactly have any supplies to be merchants, and
We got
Quite
some
frankly,
treasure.
we-
We got some treasures.
We could be acquiring merchants as well.
Why not adventurers?
Mm,
Would you
let a
suppose they
bunch
are
of
allowed in the city?
adventurers into a city.
Adventurers are vulnerable.
It's an octane. They're
A lot of people will try and attack them, take what they have.
Adventurers also do not necessarily have business or a reason to be in the city for.
Yeah, and they're gonna get turned away if they don't have. If you're not in the city for a reason, you're probably gonna get robbed, kicked out, or beat up.
There's a reason Menzo Baranzan make sure they only stay in the worst parts of the city.
okay. That one's
I suppose that's true.
They do the
What if
same
we have vital
to a degree
information on a
here.
demon lord running around? Do you think that would convince them?
way too excited.
I
I don't know how.
There are
I don't
things
know what
that
they'll do
Gavin
about it.
understands about Dwergar society, but would Rogi know if this would be something that the higher
Would
ups would care about?
Odane?
What exactly are you asking me? Gavin?
Does Rogi know that Dwergar would care, or if Dwergar would care about an impending demon lord?
Yeah. Okay. Right. These were the certain.
Like, that would be one hell of a story.
Decided to check this.
Gundra's
Sound
like
idea.
not comfortable with that. They would
That's
be
like
like,
if I walked up and said, hey, Satan's right behind me. He's on his way to be here in a week.
Mhm.
like that.
But-
To me, that sounds
Right, but there's 12 of us of multiple different races, all in rags, coming in with the same story. Like
that
that's
sounds
nothing.
Ga-
that sounds
Rag.
worse to
Gavin-
me.
No.
Gavin,
That just makes
Gavin-
me kinda crazy.
Gavin also knows that, in the grand scheme of things, Dwergar are more on the side of devils than demons.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if, like, it's different to tell, a random person that Satan is coming, but if their mortal enemy or something that they have been, sworn to
Help.
care about.
They're not like that.
Okay.
They're
That
allies.
much worry,
They're
yeah.
they're underdark allies, which means nearly nothing at times.
Yeah.
Cool.
Our Dwergar,
Then Rogi will say, I do not think that will work.
Yeah. I don't know how to phrase this in an in-character way, but that feels like walking up to the gates and saying, "Hey, interrogate us, please force information out of our mouths."
Yeah, it does.
are Dwergar hostile to Drow?
Yeah.
Yes, in
Well-
90% of cases, yes.
Yeah.
We're kind of a
They
we're with
deal with
other
Drow.
people. We're probably the closest to the 10% cases that it doesn't happen. Because we're weird and seemingly not with other Drow. Then again, that's also suspicious.
Duergar are willing to do business with Drow.
And do we have Drow poison still?
A little bit.
Yes. A lot.
Then we could pose as merchants who are trying to sell Drow poison to a commonly known enemy of the Drow, which are the Dwergar.
Hmm.
And we could say that Keyleth and Gundra are defectors from a Drow stronghold.
Mm,
They brought the poison to give to the Dwergar as a sign of good faith, so that we may dwell in their city for a brief period of time.
Gundra doesn't have anything to complain about through that, but he
I know,
also doesn't
it goes
like,
against you and Keyleth.
like saying like, "Oh, we hate the Drow. They suck." It's like just like, eh. Gundra could lie about that, but Gundra is not good at lying.
Then you let someone else do the talking.
The best
You
lies are
have
told
an
in
amazing
silence.
imagination, Frankie.
I'm creative. It's what got me where I am today.
Traveling with prisoners.
Before today,
Oh, there you are.
That was the same, but whatever.
before the last month, I'd say.
Fine.
Before I got down here, actually, let's just go with that.
Creativity had no part in your unfortunate circumstances.
Where I was a year ago.
Fine. Sure.
I have no reference for that.
I could take Rogi and Thodane as my bodyguards, and I mean you two can come as well, but the rest of you can just be henchmen under me.
There. If I get knocked unconscious because they feel like bullying one of us, I'm going to make you I don't know. I'm going to be mad and force you to do something.
Don't worry, I'll protect you.
Oh, it doesn't really give me a backpack.
Kind of like eye roll.
I hate that it shows me that.
I'm in favor for hanging back and letting you work your magic.
Or we could have Rogi and Thodane do the talking. I'd be the rich merchant that doesn't talk to people below me. Just because they'll have they're more personable if they are of the same kind, if you know what I mean. Not
You're-
many people down here are like me. So they'll see me as hostile even if I am looking just to make money or sell them stuff that they could use.
I don't want to spend time to look at it. Alright, Crasher.
Well, you're the negotiator.
Yeah, I know.
So,
Said a lot of things. Like,
I do have a question.
the same and stuff.
What's that?
What, there is a chance that we will, if we are not convincing enough, try to be taken as prisoners. Do you have a way to try to convince them not to do that?
I'm still working on it.
Because from the perspective of
Does
these
anybody else
people,
have any suggestions?
we will be weak. And we will have no, there
How
will
far
be no
away is this
consequence.
wall? How big is this? Are you guys going to be approaching the front gate?
Probably. That's like.
That's what we're going to try.
If we go in anywhere else, it might seem like we're up to some suspicious activity. But if we enter truly through the front, and we
Well, they're
present,
lawful evil as long as you pay to have your suspicious activity sanctioned.
They like
Mm.
really make Megan skinnier every time.
They do
It
take
may-
bribes. This is.
They do take bribes.
I do believe I have a way to get a message to some other criminal organizations in here, so I might be able to find us a safe house if we just want to go the quiet route. If Dan lets that happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll see.
This
Mhm,
could be
we'll
an
see.
option.
If
At the
we
very
can play
least,
if we can go quiet and have Rogi and Thodane do a lot of the moving around, since I think they'll be able to move around without getting a second look at.
On the other hand, we could
Hopefully.
build a second set of canoes and try and go in the way Dupido suggests.
That'll take.
Well,
3 days.
I'm alluding to the fact that that's our way in
Yeah.
without presenting ourselves.
I guess they don't have to be good boats,
Also,
but.
Rogi and myself could go in first and find a way to sneak the rest of us in
Yeah.
from the inside.
Yeah.
This is potentially true.
Or I can go with you, but cast invisibility on myself
Hmm.
and just stay between
That's-
you two. That is risky, though.
That's risky.
Is
especially
especially risky.
since
I'll
Durgar
save
and
that until we're
Singh-
inside.
A lot of Durgar have invisibility, and
They
The
deal with
minds of Dwergar are also very keenly aware of illusions and other things like that. So, you would have to make sure that you could be very quiet and did not run into any of the other invisible people who are walking the streets.
it. Oh, that's right.
Which is
You're-
more common than you think.
It's
You just-
unsettling.
You just have people standing at corners, right? Ugh. Your city is horrible.
Rogi nods his head. It is terrible.
Shall we put it to a vote whether we go in the front door and just try and buy our way in, or sneak in with Bupido over here?
Frankie, how much gold do you have on you?
Well, I've got my gold veil, which I'd rather not give up, worth 250. I have a necklace that I'm wearing.
You've been holding most of the valuables, Keeluth.
I got about 500 gold on me.
I don't know what that is.
I also
500
have
gold? That should be enough to buy.
But I could be convincing enough to make it worth more. I once sold a 10 gold gem for 50. And I happen to be holding a 10 gold gem right in my hands.
Fair enough.
But how much is that drow poison worth?
A bit, and we've used some though, so.
I feel like people here are going to be more willing to buy that than a fancy gold veil.
I'll give you 1 vial if it comes up in negotiations.
And how much is that one vial going to be worth? Just so I know what to haggle with.
Like 200 or something.
And how many do we have total?
One we've spent a little bit on.
200, yeah.
It would be bad for me because I don't have a close range option.
But yeah.
Just
Uh,
if I say we have
You
more
have
to
you have
sell.
one full vial.
Yeah.
Actually, no,
It's not a
that won't be convincing for your story.
It's not great.
He'll give you a partially full vial.
But how much do we have in reserve?
I have one that can get.
We have 4 vials total, but 2 of them have been opened.
Yeah.
Because we might need to offer one of them as a gift.
You can have mine. It's like partially used. I think it's
Yeah,
been used on.
keep the full ones if we actually make a real sale, but I'll give him the partially used one as a sample.
Oh no, they're all 3 over there.
Does that mean we're going in the front?
One's running back.
Like it.
Looks like we're going to put
I'm down
our
to give it the shot.
head
Give it
in the
an
jaws
attempt.
of the. Ugh.
So, Daniel, how this front door, how like long is the space opening it and whatnot?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, how big's the door? How big is the sort of cavern leading up to the door?
It's there's like there's like a dozen tunnels that lead into the city, and each one has like a gate. That is where you walk up. It's not necessarily there is no really like one gate. You're just going to a gate.
What's the relative size of the gate? Like, is it big enough to fit 2 large creatures? I'm guessing, since they got giants.
Yeah, no, I think that's about right. Some of them are bigger than others.
Okay.
Would it be realistic for Keluth and Gundra or whoever wants to
And Sereth as
hang,
well. If there's
hang
another
back
drow.
with? Well, we have 2 crossbows. Just have 2 crossbows loaded with poison. To if things go sour, have people give a signal and have us just shoot at the guards so they can escape.
There is the idea that you coming armed is getting off on the wrong foot already.
We're coming from the
That's
Underdark. Just
Well, I mean, armed and locked and
ready. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I asked if there was a section that we could hang back and hide and just watch to see how things go down.
We would be separated from them, and I don't know if it's worth splitting the group, only letting half the group go in just to have some security.
Yeah.
God, I have so many.
So part of this depends on whether or not the 3 drow in the group can actually
And the Duragar your group
be
would
kind.
know that, like, they might have 3 guards on display. There are probably like 7 guards who are invisible and just in the surrounding area.
Fair enough. All right.
We're going up relatively unarmed.
Front door, baby.
Okay, front door. You still gotta walk there.
Into the roper's mouth.
Should we have a walking order as we approach? Like have me, Rogi, and Thodane in the front.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll have either one of you on my side.
So are we all trying to go in as a group?
Sounds like it.
Okay.
Alright, let's just go over our story again. So, we are merchants of a sort who came into a large, not large, but a valuable collection of drow poison and other items. And we're seeking temporary asylum here because we've been attacked on our journey a couple times. Should we make up a person that we lost on the way?
Elvis
You have
and
lost people on the way.
We have?
I mean, someone make up a Dwergar who we lost, just so we have that sort of.
say
relatable.
Elvis. She was a dwarf.
She is not the right kind of dwarf.
Well, they don't know that. Is that a surface name, or
Yes, it is a little bit different.
is there an equivalent?
Let's leave as many unnecessary lies out as we can.
Indeed. I think it would just be too complicated. Besides, if they ask us who died among us, then we may have to...
It'd be in
asked to
character for
perform
me,
funeral
Keluth, and
rites.
Seraph to say we don't care, but the rest of you would be put in a spot of trouble.
We have like a vial we can put some dirt in and say it's the ashes of our friend. who asked to be returned.
Is that a thing you do?
Yeah, on the surface we have little.
Do we cremate here in Gracklstugh?
It's more space efficient, so maybe.
I think they just wanted their remains spread back in their
I don't know if
hometown.
Durgar would care about that.
Yeah, it's kind of like, oh, these guys are honor bound to do it. Blah blah blah. I think that's the best string for that lie.
This is
Would
actually not a bad.
Is it viable here, or do they just not care?
I will
Well,
look
I
at.
don't know about the Duragar, but I know in Drow society we just feed corpses to whatever beast will eat them. The beast changes depending on status.
Does Rogi think that, based on all of the clan stuff and the different kinds of houses, that this could be a viable thing?
It's probably believable that you're at least honor bound to
Mhm.
bring ashes back, but it seems a bit odd and extra. There's more decoration in here than typical for Duragar. They're dour, they're practical, they're pragmatists entirely. It seems.
It would make more sense if we had a weapon or something that we were bringing back. Something
Dawnbringer.
that could be
What?
used
Oh,
by.
For that, you get to go back to Sloopledop.
I'm not giving
You
up.
dare
Dawnbringer,
offer my
just saying.
right hand man.
Yeah.
It's an object. Get over it.
We could take that destroyed short sword because it looks like they died in battle.
That's clearly
It is-
trash.
Yes, clearly not good enough to be of our make.
I think they're actually drow make.
They're Drow make swords. We got them from the Drow encampment. Any Duragar worth their salt could be able to tell this. I'm not even a
It is
dwarf, and I can tell
clearly
this.
clearly not up to our kind of standards.
You see this black dyed leather around the hilt here? It may be of cheap make because it's for general soldier fodder, but it's a staple of Drow decoration.
I mean, I have a gem here. I don't know about the silver necklace I have that has 2 azurites and a carnelian. That could be a possession of theirs.
Here,
That
Keyleth
could
takes the
work.
onyx ring off his finger. This onyx ring.
Perfect. I
Now,
will take this, unless Thodain, you actually have family we could visit that could use this.
Not in this city.
You do not have family here?
I mean, it would be a risk if we
Not
said
any
that there was a family
that I'm
here.
associated with.
You're giving that ring back, by the way, if we get through this alive.
Is there anyone in the city we can trust that we know? Anyone here that knows anyone?
No. The answer to that is always no. But we are in a very precarious
Surprising
I
that
position.
you
think we
haven't
keep it
learned this
simple. We
despite
just need to
being
keep it
Neanderthal.
simple. We're merchants, and we came here seeking asylum from danger that we encountered. Our friend died and wanted us to bring his ring here and find
And do what
some of
with
his
it?
family to give
Return
it to.
it to the proper clan.
Okay, and what's this friend's name? Just so we're all on the same page. Are we gonna call him Eldith or her Eldith or?
Eldith is not quite. Hang on 1 second.
Quick, get a name generator.
Yes,
a-
quick,
pick
there's
a-
our
pick a
name
random-
generator.
Quickly, what's your sister's name?
Name your father.
What's my mother's name?
Her name can be Magdal. That is a
Magdal?
common name amongst us.
Type that in
Magdal
Discord.
Fulldark.
Jesus Christ.
So
How
we're
about
looking for the
Magdal?
House of Full Dark.
Indeed.
So you guys have a plan at least?
Something.
All right.
Yep.
I will continue moving you forward another day. Nothing happens. I assume you're going at a normal pace.
Yeah.
All right, 42 miles to Gracklstugh.
Are there inns at Gracklstugh?
Yes.
Something. Yeah, something like that.
I don't know. I've never been.
You would know that there are some.
A through line for a lot of Underdark cities is that they don't like other people coming to their cities, but they will allow it, and they have places for them.
Mhm.
People holding places are not specifically inns.
You do know, for the Durgars in the group, there are several inns, especially in a couple inns in the Dark Lake district, of where you can actually stay, and they will accept not. Most inns won't accept, non-Duragar patrons. There's one or two in the Dark Lake district that will accept anyone, as long as you got a coin or something. All right, new day as you're traveling along. Oh boy.
Oh hell.
Oh boy. Guys.
We're not even gonna make it.
We die here.
No, that means we're fine.
Staples your hand
My
to
plan,
mine.
my ingenious plan.
We die like men.
You die like men. Okay.
we are in all boys time.
Let me just roll up some stuff. Don't be scared.
Too late.
That's 4 rolls now, past the normal encounter.
No.
I'm gonna pee.
All the d20s are
I'm
16s.
also going
That's
to
kind
do
of
that.
incredible.
That is incredible.
And the d6s are all 1s. That's kind of incredible.
Quick bathroom break.
No, I'm not actually going to pee. I said that because I'm scared.
It's another one of those where it all comes down to, what's your guys' passive perception again?
11.
15.
15. That's
12. No, 13. 13.
good. Okay.
I'm gonna pee out.
All right. Wait for her to get back, and then we will continue. I will just say it was a lot of rolls for me to kind of get almost nothing.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. I think it's epic when nothing happens.
I love it.
I think it's so cool.
I will say, Gundra, you do see a drow scout that is watching you from like a cliff top way up high.
Oh, cool.
Just a weird bird. Holy.
But that's that. Are you scared, Mark? Are you terrified? Are you little baby?
Well, you see, Daniel, this has become quite the problem for me. Luckily, I have a single solution to my problems.
That's true. I seem to have narrowed your problem.
Are they
like,
within 60
I'll
feet of
probably-
me?
I'll say no. Higher
Okay.
than that.
Oh, but you hate it here? Yeah, you can play as Ronda Rousey if you want to.
Is back. He's back.
All right.
Trio back?
I can slingshot.
Yeah.
You have a
Um,
passive
where's, like, when I'm
perception
fighting, it's
of
like-
15 or more. You notice there is a drow scout watching you from like on a cliff up ahead, like above you. He's about 70 to 80 feet, I want to say.
70 to 80 feet? Okay.
Which
Gundra just says, "We have eyes on us. I'm going to take care of it." And he's going to cast a magic missile.
Fuck me. Okay.
Yeah, quick 7 damage to that guy.
Wait, what just happened? Why'd you throw those missiles out?
We have a drow scout looking at us. He's going to report our
Where?
position.
Where is he?
Points into like the points beyond your dark vision.
Points with magic missile.
They definitely impact, and you hear him yelp a bit, but he's still up, knowing that
I'm gonna
he's been
second
made.
that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this guy needs to die.
So I don't see him yet.
He is 70 feet away. You have a dark vision of 60, right?
Uh,
Two on me. Okay, one's running towards you really fast.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's a
How
good
much
one.
was
That's a
that?
good 14
I
damage.
should probably get.
I think you killed him.
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
get
he's
that
dead.
armor.
You with your combined.
Mark and I just fucking unloaded our clips.
Yeah, you absolutely straight up. You basically magically bludgeoned this man to death.
Firing squad.
Escaped my
Those who
rash.
He never
survive
even
are
kn-
strong.
He never even knew what what hit him.
Jesus
Over
Christ! I
and-
just
Alternator's probably better.
heard you magically bludgeon this man to death.
Yeah,
a scout, a drow scout.
yeah.
Oh.
I literally just like shot it off. That became a signal. It's like, oh, there's somebody up here. Point your magic missiles. Like, ah, there he is.
Alright,
Fuck
go
yeah.
see if he has anything valuable on him.
Yeah, probably a
Okay.
weapon or two at least.
How you gonna get up there?
Ah, damn. Who's
Where
gonna
is he?
Damn.
on a
How
cliffside?
far away is it?
70 feet.
Oh shit.
So, like,
Oh, shit.
I don't
Like
know. How,
70 feet up?
They're both
Yeah.
really hurting in this.
He thought he had the drop on you guys. He was just watching. Because he's up high. He rolled
Let's see.
bad on stealth. He did not roll great.
If he's the
Um,
front leader, he's alone. And we have a bit of time before anyone comes looking for him. But if he's not, keep your eyes peeled.
I will
And,
use
Kim
my
is gonna start climbing.
Mage
Unless
hand.
some-
Climbing? Do you have a climb speed?
I do not. So
I will
can
use my mage
roll-
hand.
You're gonna use mage hand?
Yes, to take some of the rope that I have
Oh,
Okay.
and bring it up. Actually, while I'm below, I'll tie it into a little loop and then
Okay.
have the hand take it up. Is there any like stalactites or anything to kind of
I
hook it
imagine.
around?
I imagine there'd be something like that, sure.
Cool. Actually, tell me if we can do this.
just
Can
tie it
I
around
just
the body, drag
tie it
the
around
body.
the neck or the foot of the drow corpse and
Oh,
just
wow.
tug on it?
You just make a noose with your hand. Like, you tie up a
Can-
noose, you take your magic hand
Can
up there and tie it around it.
prepare to catch it so it doesn't make a noise when it falls?
I mean, it's fallen 70 feet. Do
Yeah.
you really want to be under that?
Nah.
A lot of feet it's dropping for just a limp body.
Just back off.
But I say, yeah, you could tie it up with like, or at least make it so that all you do is pull on an end
Yep.
and it'll tighten itself, and then you just,
And I'll
altogether
just
you just
yank the body down.
fucking yank the body off the edge, and it makes a sickening crunch when it hits the ground.
Yeah.
But you have a corpse.
That is edible.
Jesus, not what I was thinking.
it is not edible.
We're so close to town where we can get some real food. Let's not
It's not good
let's not
edible,
resort to
but
cannibalism just yet.
it is effective.
Let me see what he has on him real quick.
Yeah.
He has leather armor.
Okay.
He has a short sword and a longbow.
Okay. I take whatever blood has spilled since he dropped 70 feet without.
Yeah, no, there's some.
And I write above his corpse, weak in Elvish.
The other.
Oh,
No.
fuck
Okay.
yeah.
Right here, right here, right here.
Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta check some.
Is leather armor better or worse than a chain shirt?
No,
It's
no.
12 plus.
Worst.
Leather is 11 plus dex.
11 plus dex, yep.
Yeah, if I could find a way to get my AC up a little higher throughout this campaign, I'm only at 12.
Oh.
And if I'm going to be on the front lines healing everyone else, I kind of need to be alive.
Well, 12 just won't cut it.
I knew it.
Oh, that's what mine is.
If also
Chain
every.
shirt.
Until I can cast like a spell that gives me a higher AC.
What's chain shirt do?
It's 13.
Plus 2, so 15 is your max. How's 11 plus dex looking?
Again, that's the hold. So even if that worked, you would have
Wait, a chain shirt is 13?
13 plus 2 of your dexterity.
Alrighty, I've figured it out. So there was a whole thing with green mold I was also gonna do, but fuck it.
That's weird.
If I had a chain shirt, I'd have 15 AC.
Maybe you might have
Do we have a chain shirt we can give him?
I
Also-
thought I
Frankie
preferred.
has a chain shirt.
Yeah.
Everybody got chain shirts at the start of the campaign.
Oh, I thought I had leather armor.
I still have 20 chain shirts. Oh no, that's the weight.
If we're not
Yeah, I
taking,
had a bag of chain shirts. I have a bag
20
though.
chain shirts. Jesus Christ.
I don't think you'd be able to move.
Yeah, no.
We dropped those.
God
Yeah.
damn
Any
it, I
chain
have
shirts
a
that aren't
bag.
being worn were dropped at the.
Yeah, that's
if we're
that's what happened.
if we're not taking
What
this leather, which are we?
What if I'm proficient in leather armor and that's what I'm wearing?
That might
What
be it.
does that do anything?
That means you can do things while wearing that armor. If you're not proficient, you can't do shit.
Oh, I guess the
So that's
chain
why you're
shirt
wearing
would,
the leather, not the chain.
yeah, I wouldn't be able to do
Because
much.
chain shirt's medium,
hmm
and you're a bard, so.
Uh, so
And Rogi or Thodane. Well, Thodane's a wizard, so probably not.
yeah.
But Rogi, you're a ranger. Can you take that leather armor?
No, Thodane's
I
a
can.
war wizard, so that might be different.
Oh, that's true.
Oh.
I didn't realize that.
He's also
Are you?
Yes.
Do you have proficiency?
With
Light
Armor.
armor?
Light armor.
Oh damn.
Nope.
okay.
No,
We'll cut
The
off.
war mage is just like giving you AC bumps situationally and shit like that. It doesn't have anything to do with.
All
And I
right.
have a fucking 8 strength. Like, there's no way.
Right.
Okay. Then we take off a strip of the leather and we give it to Thodane for mage armor.
Oh yeah, spell components. Break up that.
Give me components.
Yeah. Have a knee pad.
I'll take one knee pad. You take the other knee pad.
I can't cast mage armor yet. We'll wait for that.
You can?
Yeah. Can we just shred this leather armor into strips for spell components?
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
How many would you say we get?
That would be useful for some. A lot of leather, but at the same time, you don't have a lot of ways of carrying shit right now.
Right. They also have like rivets and like other pieces of like connector
Yeah.
bits in them. So I'm thinking like just the chest piece. Would you say like 5 strips of leather
Yeah, I'd say
that can be
5.
hooked inside a belt?
Yeah, I'd say 5 is fine. Especially, yeah, if you could hook it in a belt, even better.
I'll take some of that.
Yeah, you could take all 5 of those though, Dane.
Oh,
5 pieces of leather for spell components. You're the only one that needs the leather.
yeah. That's fucking excellent.
Once we exchange spells, I'll ask for one. But
Yes, that will come after we get materials. It's just
I
a
believe
shame
you
we
now have
couldn't take
access
that
to mage
1200
armor.
gold.
Do you have mage armor prepared?
Yes, I prepared it assuming we would find leather early on.
Mhm.
Okay.
And we technically did. We just kind of passed it because we were in a weird place.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, well, with new loot, you move on. How many miles did I say you guys had left?
We were at
He buys crypto, so he's special.
42?
yeah.
Okay. You guys traveling at a normal pace. You end the day. You are 18 miles away from Gracklstugh. You will make it by the end of this day. Exciting.
Well,
Let's see, one last encounter. Nothing. Nothing happens before you start hearing the distant clang, clang, clang. The very familiar to some, the constant metallic din of forges and anvils at work. The ground at your feet has been getting smoother and flatter, a welcome respite from the uneven passages to which you have grown wearily accustomed. Eventually, stone tiles become more noticeable, turning the path into a proper road. You can see spots of light in the distance, blue-white, and 2 regularly placed phosphorescent mushrooms. The lights are proper lamps, flanking two massive stone gates blocking the tunnel. Before you get a chance to examine the intricate carvings on the gate's surface, a harsh voice hisses from a slit on the cavern wall that was not there before. State your name and business, the voice orders in Dwarvish. Other similar slits open, revealing the tips of dozens of crossbow bolts. Behind you, a metallic din announces a group of 6 heavily armored dwarves appearing out of thin air, their swords leveled at you from behind sturdy metal shields.
Aye, we are
And-
merchants.
And that is where we'll end tonight's session.
Oh my god.
Oh.